Are they still 40-man raids?
Back in the no, there's like 25 max now. I think.
Oh.
I think.
Why'd they downgrade?
Because it's impossible to get that many people to come and play. Like the best guilds are like, yeah.
I guess
tough.
that makes
It's tough to
sense.
get
Yeah,
like
yeah.
actual gear too.
Dude, for Destiny, it was hard to get 8 people, dog.
6, dude. It was 6.
Oh, 6. Sorry.
Couldn't even get 6 people in that
Oh,
bitch.
you guys want to play Destiny though? Destiny, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I want to get back into it in September.
Okay, Destiny 3 is coming
Yeah,
out,
I'll
right?
give it a try.
No, it's called Destiny 2 Forsaken.
Okay, I guess I'll. Okay, well, I have Destiny 2. I haven't played it yet because no.
Whoa,
one
you
wants to-
have Destiny 2. You do have Destiny 2.
Yeah, I got the PS. Like,
That's
4.
right. That's right.
And
I
you guys
totally
never even
forgot
played with
about
me. You
that.
guys like, no, Destiny 2 sucks.
No, we just needed to wait.
no.
We needed to wait
Stupid.
for them to make the game good.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough start.
Wait, can I play mouse and keyboard though?
You could if you have a Zim. You need a device to do it.
Oh, that's lame then.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
fuck,
A friend of mine has
I
it.
don't spend that money. I got no money anymore, man. I wasted all that money.
Billy,
on the
you're rolling with your BRZ, dog.
FRS. But anyway,
Sorry.
You're
That's why you don't have the Subaru. You have the Scion.
no, I have no money, man.
It's
spent
no
all- I
diff-
spent-
They're
I-
the same fucking car, man.
Yeah,
They're
they're
exact same
I
car.
spent all my money on this place. What is going on, people? Welcome back to the Top Tier Podcast.
This
Over
camera. I was like,
You're not even in that for well, you kind of.
Are you wearing like a freaking Vegeta shirt?
yo,
I'm
fucking Vegeta's the
I'm wearing
best.
a Saiyan
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice it. That's
You guys
fucking
should have told me you were wearing your Dragon Ball shirts, man.
Fucking Capcom Cup.
What a loser.
This is episode 105. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We took like what 3 weeks off?
Yeah, it's been a little while,
It's
man.
been a little while.
Well, everyone's like been busy.
I love the setup, by the way, man. I'm so
Yes.
chill here. I'm laying back.
Yes.
I'm beside the fan. Hell yeah.
I know you're getting all that fan.
me
It's
all
all
that.
the Billy Stank circulating through this room.
Right beside my sock, guys. I worked out in these socks. Also, I wore them the whole day. Being,
My name is Brendan. You can, of course, find me on the YouTubes over at youtube.com/RetelFactor. And you can find this show, the Top Tier Podcast, over at youtube.com/Top Tier Podcast. With me today, Esports Money, Behr
it's not esports anymore, man.
and Billy, the Huen.
Oh, stop hitting
I'm sorry, dog. I'm getting excited. All right, this is a
ASMR
new setup.
podcast.
We gotta get used to it,
He
ladies
doesn't
and
know. He
gentlemen.
doesn't know his dimensions.
I don't know. I don't know my safe place.
Dude, I miss
know.
the chairs, man. I miss those those cushions.
I know. I gave you guys the shitty chairs. I'm sorry.
That's
You
just
fucking,
fucking
you did us
garbage,
dirty, man. You do us dirty all the time. You give yourself a single camera. You give yourself the better camera, and then here Billy and I are. We have to, rely on our looks to look good. All right,
Oh,
we
do you
can't
want-
rely on the camera.
Yeah, man,
Once you
that's
start
really
your own podcast, okay, then you can start complaining. Motherfucker.
Fucking shit.
So this is our first podcast in our since I moved. So we took a few weeks off
good.
because I was moving. And first of all, I just want to thank
Oh, not me.
Billy,
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah,
like
it
your
was.
brother.
It was
and-
Evo weekend.
I
All right,
know-
ladies and
I know,
gentlemen.
dude.
Evo weekend.
I knew.
Evo
I know
weekend.
priorities. I was sad that I was missing Evo.
To be honest,
I
you
wanted
don't
to
miss
watch
much
that
on the Saturday. It's like Saturday night, and
Yeah.
I've learned the formula. All right, it's Saturday night, and obviously Sunday that you really don't want to miss, because that
Mm-hmm.
top 64, the top 128 is really hype. But just I don't know. There was not like any crazy Evo moments this year. I feel like in terms of just like people taking off their shirt
Yeah,
or
yeah,
people
yeah.
going crazy on the crowd. There's no real highlight in terms of that, but it was still a really awesome year. The first year for Dragon Ball. We'll get to that later.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
say
I
you're about
know,
to
I know,
derail this
I
whole
know,
show,
I know,
dog.
fucking
What was I talking about? Like pretty much the whole top tier family minus Behr helped me move, and because I gotta say, moving is a bitch, especially when you had. It's so funny because I feel like
God,
there
trash.
was so much foreshadowing to this story arc in the top tier podcast storyline, because way back in the beginning of the year, we were telling stories about moving, right? And I was saying like, oh man, moving's gonna be such a bitch when I inevitably have to move because I got so much shit. And man, we got rid of almost half of our furniture.
Yeah, you did actually. No,
Like,
you legit did.
We legitimately got rid of like half of our furniture. Like so much shit got gutted. But it was almost nice in a way. It was like a purge. You know?
It's my initial D.
Yeah, you want it?
No, keep it. Well, I'm not gonna fucking play it.
So
Good
so
game.
for those of you guys who don't know, me and my girlfriend, we just bought our own place, and so that's kind of been why we had to take all these 3 weeks off. And moving was a pain in the ass. But again, You guys made it so much easier. Like the
Billy
move
made it
went
so much
so
easier.
fucking smooth.
Yeah.
It went so smooth. Like, because Boris, he slept. He was gonna say, he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. I'm like, be there at 10. He's like, all right, dog.
Yeah, he's not a morning person at all.
And he gets here at like 1 o'clock. I send him a text. I'm just like, yo, we've already left my old place. And
No, it wasn't even 1. It was 11.
wasn't even 1, it was
11.
yeah, that's true. It's like 11:30 maybe.
Wait, we pounded through your shit.
We went
so
through real
quickly,
quick.
man.
Yeah.
And so we were already here unloading shit by like
Noon.
noon, I want to say.
Yeah,
12,
yeah.
12:30. And Boris got here just for the victory lap and for the free food. Basically, we were really halfway through unpacking the truck.
Yeah.
But he still helped me with some heavy shit. He helped me with the couch and all that shit.
Yeah.
But,
that's why he said it wasn't that bad. I asked him, like, how was it? He's like, oh, dude, they were pretty organized.
unloading, man.
They were pretty organized.
Yeah.
We
But
were
you know what?
super
I will
organized,
say,
though.
yeah, the last day that I was at your old place, you guys had everything in boxes. And
Yeah,
it just
we
seemed
had
like it
the-
was just literally,
We rented those like plastic bins,
yeah.
and you just basically you rent them and we got like 35 of them. It was like
Yeah,
a show,
yeah.
and they're big,
Just enough, man.
just enough, seriously. And we got like 35 and they're all fucking loaded with like games and shit you see on the shelves here, and
Did you get rid of some stuff though after that as well?
from
Yeah.
stuff that we've taken here.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wow.
Dude, everything in those bins. But do you know what though? We have a gigantic storage locker downstairs, and it's not full, but there's a lot of shit down there. You know what I mean? But we were like ready though, and like, fuck, I was so sore. You don't know how out of shape you are until you've like
Retel doesn't exercise at all.
spent half a day like just moving shit. And you know what? I was really sore the day before because we bought a bunch of new furniture. Like I bought a bed. Like we didn't have a proper bed for like 6 years. I've been slumming it, mattress on the floor. I didn't give a shit.
You had the box on the floor, didn't you?
Yeah, we had the box spring on the floor and then the mattress on top of that. And we're just like slumming it. It was good enough, whatever. So we actually bought a bed. And it's like a nice bed. It's got a bunch of storage underneath.
Thank
Sort
you,
of-
bed, yeah.
Yeah. Took me 5.5 hours to build that shit.
Damn.
And do what was killing me afterwards? My legs. All the bending down, standing up, kneeling.
Oh my God, Retel.
Yo, I'm
Did
out of
work
shape
give you
as
a-
fuck.
did
I'm
wo-
almost 30 years old, dog.
Did work give you a day off to do the move?
I took the week off
Oh, that's right.
myself. I'm just
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
couldn't
And under your own
imagine-
vacation, huh?
Yeah, I used my vacation time. I was like, I couldn't imagine having to do this while working. It'd be a fucking nightmare.
Did your vacation reset?
It did.
So
So
this is
so
like your
this
new
was
fresh.
so yeah, my vacation time resets in July. So this was technically the first week of vacation I
Oh.
have. So I still have another 3 weeks to burn until next June. So
3
it's not that
weeks?
bad. Yeah, because I got 4 weeks.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, my time off is way more important than like money or anything like that.
True.
It's like 4 weeks. I feel like is like just enough. Some people just get like 2 weeks. I had 2 weeks for like the longest time. Can't do it.
Yeah. Can't either. At 4.
You
Nice.
guys did good. I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
No, it's all good, dude.
That's why I don't ask other people to help me during my move because I don't want to owe anyone else favors in case anything's up there.
Owing them a favor or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
If you
but-
really are a friend, you don't really care about favors.
no, I don't.
Ooh.
But I mean,
I'm
I
joking.
could not miss it. This was we call it the man-child daycare.
Yeah.
You can't miss that. It's a tradition. I only see those guys so few times a year.
Yeah.
that's true.
Did you go to Dan's place?
We did.
Stone Cold Dan?
We did
Shout
go to
outs?
Dan's. Yeah, it was a good
Did
time.
he make you chili, dog?
He didn't make us chili. We ended up ordering. It was too much of a man-child daycare for the last few years. He was cooking too much.
Even he was a man child.
Yeah,
this time around.
yeah, even he was.
I need to be fed.
There's nothing pizza delivery can't fix. So we just we laid it chill, and it
That's
was
great.
really fun. We always play like games on the side.
Yeah.
It's like that one weekend to celebrate fighting games.
Yeah,
whether you're there
I
or
did
not.
I did a man child daycare with you guys.
You
I want to
did?
say 2016. No, we went to Evo. We went to Evo in 2016.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was about to
2015.
say. I think it was 2015. It's been a while since you came.
Yeah,
huh?
holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That was a great weekend, dude. We
That was
basically
really
were
fun.
there all 3 days.
Exactly. You pretty much go there,
Yeah.
then you go home, sleep, go there first thing in the morning.
Kid, we were watching pools. We had
Uh-huh.
like tons of TVs set up, playing some KI on the
Yeah,
side.
we definitely didn't watch
Street
as
Fighter
many
2.
pools this year because we skipped out on Friday. There's just a lot of very slow days. But
Mm.
Also, you can't take it off. You just at work.
yeah, but I'm saying it's also like at nighttime you can still watch some stuff. I think they start early on Friday. They do,
It's
right?
to 8 a.m.
Yeah,
8
they
a.m.
do,
pools.
yeah.
Wasn't Wasn't there some controversy about like, oh, my pools start early or some bullshit like that, and
man.
players complaining?
Sounds like
Well, yeah, they
a
should
man-child complaint
'Cause
to
they're
me, dog.
bitches, man. Shit, when we used to swim, our heat started at 6 a.m.
Yeah. It's your responsibility,
Yeah.
I
man.
mean, 7 a.m., but
My
still.
fucking hockey practice back then was like
5 a.m.,
5:45.
yeah. Dude,
It's crazy.
just
Come on, man.
Not disciplined enough, you know?
No
Fucking
discipline.
Kids, man.
I think that was a Smash community thing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, we can get into that
we
a
don't want
whole
to throw
different.
too much shade.
There's a lot of controversy with just what Smash players want and what
Oh, and then
fighting game
The
players
shit with
want.
the grand finals for Smash 4, the D-Risp.
Oh man, the
What happened?
DRSP.
So there was like a
It's a Bayonetta mirror match.
There was a
dog.
Bayonetta mirror match, and I guess the players, I guess they must have known each other or something like that. They didn't give a fuck, and so they just were sitting there charging one of their attacks for a long time. They were basically just
Yeah.
not competing
Yeah.
during the grand finals.
And they
on the
wonder
main stage
why
at Evo.
they wonder why they're not on Sunday slot anymore, right? It's like it's just not a fun game to watch, and they're not helping it. I think as a competitor, you kind of have to bring the excitement to the game. You have to.
You go in there and, like, try
Yeah,
to win.
people are there to spectate and to cheer for their player. You don't fuck around.
And I'm glad like one of the
Yeah.
TOs came in and intervened,
Of course,
brought
yeah,
up the
yeah.
rules, and like you guys have to compete.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
They can easily forfeit. They should have just
They
forfeited
they could have DQ'd him right
They
there.
should just DQ'd him, man.
I
Like,
think
honestly, they
that's
should.
happened at a tournament before. I don't want to say which one. It was some anime game. I want to say Blaze Blue, but where the two players were clearly
Colluding, yeah.
colluding,
I
and
think
then
I heard about this.
Then they gave the third spot the prize pot and
Good.
then all the money. And I think the other two didn't get anything.
Yeah, they should have done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because
Honestly,
weren't they
should
like
have.
picking random, or they're doing some stupid shit like that, or something like that?
That's
They're
stupid.
picking like characters
yeah.
they don't play.
That was becoming a thing at NLBC as well in New
and
York.
then
where,
they
like,
and then one first and second they'd be like, let's just split the first place prize.
Yeah.
And they just fuck around in the
That's
grand
so
finals.
stupid.
So dumb.
It's not even
That's,
that. It's not about the money at that point. It's about pride. They have no pride.
No
man.
respect.
Yeah, I know. I mean, dude, when people do that stuff at a major, fuck,
It's a bad
That's like-
Evo, man.
that's a bad
It,
look.
show, it just
even
shows
even
you
at
how,
a
it just shows
major.
you how like infant the actual like
Yeah.
league is.
Yeah.
It's not like you if you see that in like actual professional sports, people go crazy.
Yeah. I feel like you don't see that in like Street Fighter, for instance. You don't see that kind of shit. I
Not
don't-
because they have this.
You would. You
Really?
would.
It
That's what I mean.
depends.
The NLBC days, I think it was
Oh,
like
an NLBC. Okay.
like like years
But those
ago.
were like-
Not anymore.
Those
Not
are
anymore.
like weekly tourneys, though, right?
Those are weekly tourneys,
Yeah.
but that's still fucked up. I feel like
fucked
because they have a pretty big audience too. That has happened in Street Fighter Grand Finals before. There was that whole Wolf Crone situation.
Oh,
Was yeah, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of matches where they do play it out, but at the end they do have a discussion like let's split the pot. But
Yeah.
let's just play it out anyway.
That's fine.
And I think that's what happened with Wolf Crone and Justin Wong. And
Is that
Wolf
who it
Crone ended up actually winning the match. They were playing for reals, but they wanted to split the pot. And then Wolf Crone won, and then he said, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna give you the money."
Oh,
Yeah,
my goodness.
real scummy stuff. But that's from Justin's side of the story, and I believe Justin actually on that because that's you don't really lie about things like
Wolf Crone's
that.
got a bit of a rep, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't really lie about stuff like that. So
That's just a dick move at that point, man.
yeah, it's pretty suspect. There's a lot of shade, man. I mean, when you're
A lot of shady shit.
yeah, a lot of
It's just
shady
people are
shit.
greedy.
But it's those days are really for Street Fighter goes. It's really kind of gone and past, thankfully.
Yeah.
That's because they got.
I'm talking
like,
right
It's
now,
all
guys.
esports now.
For any
Yeah.
guys listening to me, I'm right now. I'm talking like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
like
This is
much
back-
older. Yeah.
SF4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure scummy shit goes all the way back to the 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's probably even
For
scummier
sure.
before then.
It was
yeah,
probably
yeah.
way scummier because that
That's
shit
like
wasn't
boxing,
that
man.
shit wasn't streamed.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah. The money matches. I mean,
money
you can
matches?
see
Oh,
like
fuck.
during the early days of YouTube, you can watch like Marvel 2 videos and Third Strike videos, especially Marvel 2 money matches. Man, that was some heated stuff back then.
I can
you
imagine,
don't
dude.
you don't really get into
That's some real
heated money matches like you did back then.
That's some real shit.
It
though.
was some real shit. I
shit.
mean, I don't know if Mike. I don't think Mike has them on his channel anymore. But Mike Ross documented a lot of them. But he removed a lot of them because I mean, good for him because he said that they don't really represent the people anymore.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of faces like Dark Prince who have really changed since those days, and those videos being up there is just kind of hurtful.
Sure.
So it's kind of a respectful
Didn't Mike
decision.
Ross? Didn't he compete in Guilty Gear?
He
at
did.
Evo this year?
He did as Waxel.
Waxel.
He made top 32.
Oh
Did
shit.
very
Mike.
good with Axel, and he did well, man. I'm proud of him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good for
like
him.
Ross, man.
Good
He's
for
a good
him.
guy.
No, and Mike
disappeared
though,
for the longest
and,
time.
and what he's going through right now. I don't know what he was like. I wasn't there. I would have obviously spoke to him if I was at Evo, but
I'm sure so many people were trying to talk
oh, I'm
to him,
sure,
too.
100%. But I just looking at his facial expression on stream.
I know, I saw those
I
posts.
I think Mike was like, "Fuck, I cannot believe these people just put me on stream
He's
right
I
now."
know.
But that's
Well,
man,
Mike
it's-
Ross is here.
man.
yeah,
Put
but
him,
you know,
put him on the main stage.
yeah. But good for him, man. He clearly still has a love for fighting games.
For
And
sure.
Guilty
It
Gear
doesn't just go away.
Yeah, it doesn't go away. And Guilty Gear is one of the best fighting games out right now.
Yeah.
You know, you look
And
at,
like, I'm glad he's not playing like Street Fighter. Like, I'm sure he plays a little bit of Street Fighter.
I don't
but
think he
his-
does.
You know, thinks his
I would
passion's in
bet
Guilty
I would
Gear.
bet my entire bank
Yeah.
account. It's not much, but I would bet my entire bank account that Mike is not
probably just
touching.
like
No,
Guilty
has not
Gear
even
man.
touched Street Fighter 5 in the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're
Have
probably
you,
right
have
on
you
that.
touched Super 5 in the last year?
No, I have not.
Oh, boom! Goes dynamite.
And
Anyways,
you know what? I've been very tempted with Sagat. Sagat looks like a lot of fun, and I probably will really soon. But I've not even tried. It hasn't been a year for me. It's been less than that. But it's been. I haven't even tried AE yet.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah, never even tried it.
This
I haven't really put much time into it either.
Yeah,
It's been
I
all
just like
Dragon
it.
Ball for you.
It's been all Dragon Ball. I just don't have. I'm not gonna sit there and sure I could maybe get on the Capcom Cup and the Pro Tour, but I'm not gonna sit there and chill and commentate a game I don't have love for.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I take up that slot for someone else who has the passion for it?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that would just be super selfish and just all about trying to chase clout. And like, I'm not about that. I don't. It's cool doing the main stage, and I'm so happy I got to do the main stage at Evo. But
I can't believe you did that.
It was great,
Yeah.
dude. I still
But
remember it.
it was super fun. I'll never forget that experience. But yeah, in terms of Street Fighter 5 goes, I do need to start going to my locals and commentating for Dragon Ball, and then make a demo reel for Dragon Ball because I would love to commentate that game. Fucking love that game, dude. Dragon Ball FighterZ, the best fucking fighting game in the last like 6 to 8 years, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
Dude, it's so good. Retel, right now you're playing the game at checkers. When you learn more, when it eventually turns
It becomes mahjong.
when it becomes chess for you, you will enjoy it. Especially because you play Yamcha and you play 16.
Yeah.
Dude, you've already got such a good fucking team right there. Like, you can have so much fun. You're just not really dissecting the game as much as you should. A lot of people think that it's like, oh, it's the same combos, but dude, there's so much shit, man. You learn
I
you
know.
learn the touch of death combos. You learn the sleazy shit,
I
the
know.
shit that'll make your ass sweat and give you swamp ass
I
because
already
it's
got
so
swamp
dirty.
ass.
I
Don't
know
worry
you
about that
do.
shit.
So it's just, anyways. Let's not talk about my
It's
love
enough
for
about
Dragon
fighting
Ball.
games.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's
of
what
that
happens
shit.
when you get Behr on a podcast.
sorry.
I know, it's
I'm
all you
sorry.
talk about fighting
I'm
games.
sorry.
Sans freaking.
So Behr, this is your first time at my new place.
Dude, it's nice.
What do you think?
It's fucking gorgeous.
It's my new
dude.
game room here. I just bought a new 4K TV.
Oh, is this a 4K TV?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
damn! You got the wrap. You got the
I got
stickers
the
on.
plastic is still on.
Damn, dude, you're like.
Yo, don't unwrap that shit, Billy.
Yeah.
Yo,
Dude.
Billy, you're one to talk. Your fucking plastic is still on your TV, and that shit's like 2 years old. Yo, don't
Damn,
even-
we're exposing people. Yo, you're like you
me rip
guys.
this.
Yo, both of you guys are like my Somalian friends in high school. My Somalian friends used to buy like their outfits and they used to keep the tags on them because they were so fucking
Okay,
fresh.
I never keep
Yo,
the tags on.
yo.
Let me just like get a little taste
No,
of
no,
it.
no, no. That's my satisfaction. Don't take that from me, dog.
That's why I never peeled it yet because I know.
You
Oh, I'm
guys,
gonna
you
go
guys
and peel
keep it fresh.
Just like that skin you peeled off.
Keep it fresh, man.
That's what it's gonna be
The
like.
keeper, oh man, I've been through it.
But anyways, dude, your house is super cozy, super nice. Even this room, there's something so nice about just being able to lay back here like
Yeah.
this.
It's like it is a smaller room than our old podcast room,
It's fine, but it's cozy.
but it's I think that it makes more sense.
And you've
You know
killed
what I
the
mean?
clutter. I think you were starting to really clutter up that last
yeah,
room
dude.
with like all the piles and crazy shit like near like the last year.
There's
of it.
there's still a lot of shit in this room. I gotta
No,
tidy
think
up
this is-
still.
I think
a
this
little
is good. I mean, it's nice having your game library out like that, and I know there's a lot of my junk that you have, like the arcade stick and the Nerf gun that I
bit.
still
Well, Chris hates.
I'm proud of getting you, but it's super nice. You got to do like a maybe Patreon exclusive. You guys like how I always talk about these Patreon
know, he's
exclusives?
looking out
Every
for you
episode,
guys.
I'm just
Damn.
looking out for the Patreoners, even though I'm not seeing a lick of that money. That's $60. All right.
We're saving up for a new camera, dog.
Oh yeah, we're saving up. But anyways, I'm looking up for the Patreon supporters. You should give them a tour once the kitchen thing gets fixed, which is a story on its own.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Which you'll get to. But dude, such a nice place. I love the living room. Really nice and cozy. Even your old living room was cozy, but this one, because like you're surrounded by walls.
There's like a little nook. Yeah.
Yeah, you're really in there. I can totally just imagine watching
Best part of
movies.
the place though is the fucking kitchen. The kitchen.
It's a really nice kitchen.
It's got you know, this amazing backsplash, and it's got like this like U shape to it.
Yeah, dude.
And,
that kitchen's bigger than like a Tokyo bedroom, dog,
That's
or
true,
like a
actually.
Tokyo house.
And yeah, it's like the whole kitchen just got renoed, so it's like, you know, everything's brand new, everything's pristine, you know, and clean. It's like the countertops are nice,
Except for the stove.
except so obviously, you know, this place is not. It's a renoed suite, but it's not brand new. The building's about 20 years old.
25?
I think it's like 23 or something like that. But so the kitchen's just renoed. You know, it's got new appliances and all this shit.
Question, where's that door?
Well, I put the door down in the storage.
Ah, smart. Okay, keep going.
You're derailing my story here, dog.
I always do that.
And so like 2 days before we move in, we hired a cleaner, you know, just to come in and get the stank out, you know, from the cellar. Like the place was clean, but we were like, you know, before we move in, clean inside of the fridge and the oven and the bathroom, just clean everything. I don't have to fucking worry about cleaning after we move in, right? Or before we move in, for that matter. So we hired her. She comes in, and I don't know, she's got the thickest accent I've ever heard. And
Well, what kind of accent?
it was an Indian accent.
Oh, okay.
And so about 11:30 p.m. Thursday night, 2 days before we're about to move in, 1 day after we've owned the place, we've had it for less than 48 hours. I got a call from her at like 11:30 at night. Because she was still here. She was finishing up at around midnight. And I couldn't understand what the fuck she was saying, but she sounded distressed. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? So we book it over here, you know.
11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Or your daddy came.
So yeah. My dad, he gave us a lift, and so I come in, and so we have like our stove is like, it's got windows. It's like a glass ceramic stovetop, right?
Yeah.
So she was cleaning the oven hood, right? And it's like the type of hood it is. Like if you push up on it hard enough, it pops out, so you can change the vent filter or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it's not super heavy, but it's, you know, it's kind of a heavy piece of metal, and that's just how it sits there. And so I guess she was cleaning it, and she's cleaning, she's wiping it down, and she's pressing hard. I guess she's busting ass, and she pops the vent cover off, and it falls down, shatters the glass stovetop.
Shit.
It's fucking ruined. Here, I'll show you a picture here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the problem with ceramic stovetops.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
durable. But
They
it's
are
nice.
really nice. They're really nice though. They're so easy to
They're
clean.
they're
and-
way cleaner.
Yeah.
But they're so easy to break.
Yeah. 'Cause
Especially what I do.
And so
'Cause we
that's
have
the
one
shit I
too.
got to deal with.
That's a rough picture. Yeah. No. I think you showed me this.
So that's the shit I got to deal with. Literally, like, fuck, we've owned the place for less than 2 days.
It's just Retel's block.
So you don't mind me asking what's going on now? Are they? No. Okay. Okay.
So to replace not only the stove pot top, but the inside, the electrical, like the element got damaged as well.
Oh.
So they're on the way. I had to order replacements, and I had to pay $450 out of pocket to get it fixed.
Oh shit.
But
Okay.
they fucking reimbursed me.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. And I felt bad because this cleaning company, they're like a small business.
Yeah.
And like they have insurance, but they have $1,000 deductible on their insurance. So anything less than that, they still got to pay it.
Yeah. It
Right?
sucks. Obviously,
Because I had a long conversation with them about, you know, I'm just like, oh, don't you guys have insurance? And like, you know, I could tell like this is gonna be a big hit for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like a small family-run joint.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, you know, I feel bad, but you know what? I get that they're struggling. I'm struggling too, man. Yeah. I need that shit. I don't have to pay for that shit out of
That's
pocket.
quite a lot, man.
It's a lot of money. I just spent all of my money on this fucking place
Yeah,
and this 4K TV.
a 4K TV. This is the first world problems right now. I need my 4K TV.
You know, I've been living that 1080p life too long, man.
You don't even have a fucking PS4 Pro.
I know.
Fuck is wrong
I'm
with you?
future-proofing, dog.
Okay. What I'm saying, but now you're gonna have like a first gen 4K TV, like a little bitch. All right, when you should have bought a PS4 Pro because you had a 4K TV in your living room.
No, don't tell me how to live my life. And, and I needed the bigger TV for us to do our new game.
Okay. I
Game,
understand. I know
session.
4K TVs are quite affordable. They're really cheap.
They're not expensive.
Yeah,
now, dude.
they're really cheap. They're like standard.
That was $600,
Yeah,
which is cheap, dude.
That's really
It's
good.
fucking cheap.
Yeah, that's the
It's only a
Samsung.
40-inch, so it's not like gigantic, but nothing else bigger
Only
would
a
fit in this.
40-inch.
Nothing bigger would fit in this room, dude.
You know, I could have paid for the actual stove. Dog.
Yeah, dog. Maybe you could have. No, man, that sucks. though.
Priorities,
That
dog.
sucks.
No,
That
But
that
sucks.
sucks for the
I mean,
company.
I can't even imagine what that whole conversation was like when you came into here at 11:50
Like, you know what?
at night.
She looked like she was ready to get yelled at. Like she was like she looked very defeated, like sad, like scared. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna tee off on this girl. It was an accident. It was an honest mistake. Shit happens.
Only the worst kinds of pieces of shit would would yell.
Some
at.
people would though.
Yeah, they would.
They
I'm
absolutely
sure
would.
a lot of people would. A lot
Yeah.
of people let out their anger at people any opportunity
That's
they
like
get.
stupid, man. Like, I just hate those people.
So no, it's good on you. At
So
least you-
I was really nice to her actually. I'm just like, because I knew and was like, I'm just gonna call the office tomorrow. Like, there's nothing that I'm gonna accomplish right now in this conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's no point in yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this makes it
And
worse.
it wasn't yeah. And so it was an honest mistake. I felt bad for her. I still feel bad about the whole situation because I'm making
It's
them
an
pay for it.
accident, right?
It was an accident, and
But you have to get it done. Like you have to do
but
it.
and then the shitty thing is we've been without a stove for like over a week now, and
That's like
Yeah,
KFC,
yeah, that's
right?
wrong.
or probably no.
KFC grind.
It's keto friendly, dog. It's not. But the
Oven still works, doesn't it?
yeah, but I don't know. We feel a little sketchy about using it until everything gets put back together.
That's understandable.
What?
Like you can still use it, and the insulation's still there. It's still fine, but I don't know. We slow cooked some shit a couple times, but the replacement stove is gonna arrive probably in the next few days. So
So next week, man.
they said 5 to 7 business days. So,
usually takes around
but I ordered like
7.
not
business
I ordered not last Friday, but the Friday before. But it was a long weekend. So it's probably end of this week. I'm thinking. You thinking next week?
I'm thinking over. I'm thinking it's gonna be at least next Wednesday.
Holy shit!
Really?
Next Wednesday is
I
like
think
10. That's 12 business days.
I'm just saying. I'm just this
I'm gonna say Thursday or so.
Thursday. This
Yeah.
Thursday.
This Thursday, yeah.
Betting some steak dinners on this or what?
No, I don't steak dinners, man. I got no money for that shit. I treated you to a seafood dinner, guys.
Isn't that
Wait,
story
your
of you
wedding?
Yeah.
treated my brother for dinner one time and he ordered steak.
I told
Like,
that story.
I
We were
think
like
you
in
have.
high school. I was like
Yeah.
16 years
I just
old.
find that so funny.
And we went out-
Anytime you mention steak dinner.
We're like 16 years old,
Boris, man.
and we go out, and for like with a group of friends. I think it was a class thing.
It was Applebee's, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went to Applebee's,
Yeah.
and fucking Boris, he forgot his wallet, so he's like, "Retel, can you cover me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I had my McDonald's money." I'm just like, "All right."
Yeah, he's making that manager money.
Yeah, and he orders the steak, the most expensive thing at Applebee's.
I remember his impression of your reaction. He was
He
like,
ordered the steak.
"Oh, the steak." You gotta hear Boris do it, man. It's so good. That's why I'll never forget that story. It's
classic.
Good. It
was a classic story.
Good times. Well, I'm happy, dude, though, that you got the place.
Yes, it's
Everything
all
turned
it's all
out.
fucking done.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
Now I can
though.
just-
Are you enjoying, like, because you're working at home a lot of the time? Are you enjoying being here? You like the area?
Dude, the area is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like we went to, because we had the whole week off, right, last week, and so we really, we were busy unpacking and doing a lot of shit, but we took a couple days to go and explore and walk around and shit, and it was really hot last week,
Ugh.
so it was like
I love it, man. I love it.
So
I'll
we-
never complain about the heat.
Yeah.
I always complain about it. I
Oh,
never
I love
complain
it.
about the cold.
Oh, I hate the
and
cold.
fuck man, we're like a block away from the water. It's
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
fucking insane. And so we went
Yeah.
for breakfast. We went to this like breakfast place, and it's right on the water. We got a spot on the outside patio in the shade
Yeah.
with the water. I'm just like, this is like a block away from our place. This is insane.
Yeah. I've always been a big fan of the New West area.
That's where we balled against those guys.
That's right. Yeah, we
kids.
went over to
Yeah.
Pier Park. We walked Pier Park,
for Tixon's birthday.
and
Yeah. We lost 11 to 4.
that's right. We haven't podcasted since that either.
Who did you blame for the loss? Call out the names right now, Billy. You got to be specific.
I blame Retel.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
I blame Lou.
Ooh.
I blame the people who weren't playing. because we played kind of hard.
Because we tried to sub.
You didn't
and
have
they're
your
like,
dream
whoa.
team with you. You didn't have me, Roman, and Boris, dog.
Actually, no.
Woo!
Those kids were good, man. They
I
were
know,
actually
I'm
in
sure,
shape.
I'm sure.
I
So,
was like, I
so
had
for
one, yeah.
Lou's birthday, it was just what, a couple weeks ago now?
Like 2 weeks ago. Now.
Two and a half weeks ago.
Oh, it's almost 3.
Yeah.
Actually. It's 3 now.
It's 3 as of tomorrow.
Yes.
And for Lou's birthday, we just met up and we played some surprise basketball. And his girlfriend kind of orchestrated the whole thing, make sure he had all of his equipment and shit. And they're like, surprise, we're playing ball. And we went over to this basketball court that's only like a couple blocks from here, over at Pier Park in New Westminster. And like the basketball court was so packed, so we ended up playing. First, we ended up playing just like these other kids that were there.
We ended up playing Retel?
And we're like these 30-year-old fucks, and we're super out of shape.
We.
They didn't allow subs, dude. You guys were already on the court.
It's true.
So, anyways, you guys played. And if you had me, it would have been a different story. But you guys got your asses kicked.
Retel was on the side talking shit.
Yeah, it was. Right.
It was.
Hey, man, I
You didn't
trained at
record it?
3.
You didn't record it for the Patreon exclusive? Come on, Retel.
Did I take any video?
No, you didn't.
Listen, man. If
You were so scared. You're like, please don't put me in right now, man.
If I had a Patreon, dog, I'd be Patreon exclusiving everything.
It was like
I'd
me.
be recording
it was me,
Retel
Chuppy,
from behind.
Nicole,
Chup, Nick.
Like, and Lou didn't want to play. Lou just
Oh, and then
Lou's
Lou's friend. What was his name?
I forgot.
I forget his name too.
But he had hustle, which I we needed.
Yeah.
But like we needed Lou on there instead of his friend. I wasn't able to play it like 100% because my right knee. I was barely able to jump because my right knee was messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know why I still ended up playing when my right knee wasn't working.
But it's so funny because like we just wanted to play, right?
Yeah.
And like all these kids, they look like they've been there all day.
Yeah.
And it's like they're probably gonna be here for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I was like, we need 20 minutes and we'll be gassed. You know what I mean? I was like, how do these kids have so much fucking energy?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. They do it every day or every week.
Well, they're also like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
they have so
yeah.
much energy back then.
No, they're like 19. Some of them are.
Yo, some of them looked young.
Some
though,
of them
dude.
are young. Yeah.
Some of them looked young.
Some
as
of them a
fuck.
little older. No, we did okay. We were okay for a point. We were close. It was 6-4 at one point, and then we just got destroyed
Yeah, they
because
won.
like
Then they stopped fucking around.
yeah. No, it's also because I'm like, oh, dude, I couldn't run. My knee was
You
done.
didn't rough dog them, man. You didn't start playing aggressive.
And then,
no, I played a little bit aggressive.
Yeah,
I was okay.
and then
You're
afterwards,
16 years old, man. You could.
Yeah.
we went to all those 16-year-olds were big, dude.
Yeah, I know they're probably
Fucking
huge.
huge.
You meet some high schoolers, you're like, what the
fuck?
Yeah.
you
There's some of them are big. Like one of them just pushed Lou away.
Yeah, you
That's
13 or you 30,
Lou's
dog?
taking a shot, and the dude's just like,
No, Lou. Like the guy was taking a shot, and Lou was trying to go, and the guy just pushes Lou away.
that defense, dog.
And then Lou's like, I can't do anything because he had to. I was hurting so bad, I had to sub up for Lou. Like I fucking couldn't walk.
Yeah, another friend, Derek. He can barely fucking move with his knees.
Yeah.
They're all fucked up.
Yeah.
And so we're just these 30-year-olds trying to ball. And then so we went to another basketball court afterwards, and we played for a bit.
Damn, you guys bitched out of that basketball court and moved to another
No,
one?
because
Because then they there was another group waiting to
It's
play.
like, yeah, who's next, right?
It's like, who's next? I was like,
we're
fuck, I
gonna
don't want to
stay
wait
on,
around
right?
for the next one.
I was
So
like,
we went
this
to
is-
another
I was like,
court.
this is some shit straight out of like 21 Jump Street, where you're like, you guys got kicked out of the court by these 16-year-olds.
It's like,
Yeah.
I think if Nicola Chop
Yeah.
was warm, like we would have been okay. We would have been
If
fine.
you had me on the court, it would have been a different story, dog.
Oh, Retel,
I would've
Retel
lost
stays.
more, man.
Retel stays right by that
Retel,
backboard,
man,
dog, and
that's true. That's true.
he just banks them.
No, it was good. It was good though. It was fun.
But okay. But then we went and played just between 3-on-3 with our group. Oh, come on, I fucked shit up.
Yeah.
Never gets one
Is that
fine.
true? Can you confirm?
Retel, did you win in bump?
I won a match of bump, yeah.
That's good. That's good. You won one. It's all right.
Did you win the game of bump, Billy?
I'm on 3.
Ooh.
Yeah,
how
but
many games of bump did you guys play? Like, that's a pretty huge threshold that you guys are talking 3 and 1. Shit.
That's a big threshold. Everyone won at least one.
Oh, okay.
Except for Lou's friend, sadly, and Derek.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't think Derek won.
Damn.
I
So, Bear, what's new with you, man? I hear there's been some changes in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I mean, I started a new workplace.
So so you're no longer working for EP.
Yeah, not full time,
Not
but I
full-time,
will be
okay.
doing some stuff on the side. Actually, I've got
Okay.
packs booked for EP.
That's
Ooh.
good.
So we'll get some press tickets.
Speaking of PAX, we'll get there in a little bit.
So yeah, I'm gonna do some interviews for EP because Vic
Sick.
is not gonna be able to make it. So
Really?
I'm still
Okay.
gonna be doing some stuff for them on the
I mean,
side. I just
yeah.
couldn't. It's such a big part of my life and my family, and it's
Yeah.
I really believe in the company. I just
Okay.
could not say a full farewell to it, but The new workplace is
That's
awesome.
that's good. I'm glad that you're still in
Yeah,
that
me
circle.
too, man.
Yeah, oh,
That's
for
good.
sure.
That,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. You don't want to.
Vic is family to me, man.
You don't want to close that.
I guess
Keep that
forever-
channel open, dog.
Yeah. No, Vic is forever my mentor. So I'll always be doing stuff on the side. But yeah, doing a full-time gig for a company I believe in. So, I mean, it's in the tourism industry, but it's a government position. And
Damn, my man has
Did I
sold
sell-
out.
Damn,
I
wait,
fucking
listen.
love it, dog. You need to look.
Listen.
YouTube's not my main gig, obviously. You gotta look out for number one at the end of the day.
I know,
It's
but
like how you like,
well,
pick
I mean,
that
to be
up
honest,
for
I was just
brown
looking for
lady.
some other things on the side. I was like, I just had a wake up call. I was like, what other positions? Like, I've done a lot with EP. And I was like, what else can I really continue to learn, right? At the state that it's in now. So I just looked a little bit, and there was so much garbage that I was like, I would never be happy doing this. But then I looked into this, and it's actually been a company I've been following around for a while, and I love the work they do. And it's some amazing stuff. I gotta show you guys some of the videos.
Yeah.
It's stuff that, like, honestly, sends chills down my spine, like some of the stuff they've done. So I was like, man, I want to be a part of that. And yeah, I've done like a week and a day.
Oh wow, you're fresh.
I'm fresh, yeah.
Damn.
But everyone's so nice, and the coolest part about it too is like everyone's so nice, everyone's so sweet, and everyone I'm opened up to so many new fields in the world out there when it comes to marketing and it comes to studio. It's just such a whole new world, and
Is it a full-time gig?
it's a full-time gig.
Nice,
Yeah.
wow.
So straight up in downtown. It's awesome. I'm
9
actually
to
very happy.
5, man.
9 to 5?
Oh, I go in
Monday to
early.
Friday?
I go early. Yeah.
8:30 to 4:30.
Yeah,
boy.
sometimes I go in at
7 to
8.
3?
I could, I think, go to 7 to 3.
That's nice.
But
that's a dream.
I used to do
right
7
I
to
need
3.
to
It was
think.
nice.
there. Because you get back.
Do you enjoy
take a
that?
nap for-
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because, okay, first of all, the commute, so easy.
so much better.
So, like, you go on the train, no one's there. Like, there's some
Yeah.
people there, but, you'll always get a spot to sit.
yeah, I guess you're skipping rush hour, huh?
Exactly. That's the whole
Yeah,
point. Dude,
yeah.
getting on the train for, like, a 9 to 5,
Yeah,
fucking
it's
brutal.
still like my first few weeks. So after that, I think I might try and change it.
See
Yeah,
what
maybe.
you do, yeah.
Yeah, change maybe even 7:30 to 3:30. Because
Yeah,
actually
that's
getting
good.
to
Yeah, that's a good one,
downtown
too.
from where we're at is pretty. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So for sure. It's awesome though. I'm very very happy. Very cool place. Very cool people. Most of all.
Is there a lot of
that's
young
the thing-
people there?
No, not a lot.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
youngest?
not a
Are
lot.
you the young? Are you the baby?
No, I mean there's a co-op student in there, but in terms of workers, I know there's a few people around my age for sure,
Oh yeah.
but not
Okay.
like for the most part. But I kind of like it.
So yeah, and so what is it you do for them?
I'm a video editor.
Video editor.
I'm their only and
course.
first full-time video editor.
Wow.
There you go, man. My
That's
boy.
awesome, dude.
That's cool. That's very very
That's-
cool.
well, you are
Cinco,
one of the
cinco.
best one I've seen.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you for looking. I'll PayPal you your money later, though. Yeah, I got you,
Why
baby.
you guys saying
No, I'm
something
sorry.
like
I'm sorry. But dude, no, it's been very, very cool, and I've been super happy. Just a big thing that's been going through my mind too is just like because with EP I got to do a little bit of everything, which was so much fun. And that's why I loved the gig. Because this is gonna be primarily video editing. I have to learn to really manage my time, and I have to find balance. So as far as like YouTube and stuff goes, I'm not
Sure.
giving up on YouTube. I'm still gonna do it, but a little less rarely. But I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to finally make the switch into like full-time streaming. Not like full-time streaming like Monday to Friday, but I mean like
Streaming
more
often.
consistent streaming and then like rare maybe once a week YouTube posts.
Like
Yeah.
a Monday
Only.
or Wednesday at like 6 p.m.
I was thinking like Monday. I was just thinking about starting
Scheduled
2 days.
content
Yeah.
really helps, dude.
Yeah. I was
Scheduled
thinking about
content
Monday,
is huge.
Wednesday first, and then moving it on to the 3-day that Twitch wants you to do. I would have liked to do it on YouTube as well, but I feel like there's so much more room for growth on Twitch.
Oh, for sure. The
Twitch
audience-
gives
that's
you
where
that
the audience is.
opportunity to.
For live
Well, it's just
streams.
also their layout. It's just so much
That's
easier to
nice.
discover people.
Yeah.
Whereas YouTube, it's kind of like you stream, and sure, I'm going to get a lot more viewers on YouTube, but it's like where you're so confined.
You're
on,
really only catering to your
yeah,
viewers,
no
right?
one's
Your
going to
subs.
discover you through that stream, which is like a huge disadvantage about YouTube. But
That makes sense.
otherwise, I would love to have done it on YouTube more. But it's just like having a little bit of growth is always a little bit more motivating too,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I've been thinking about that for sure. I've been going through my head, but it's like fuck, I don't know if I'm ready.
Have you done like a 9 to 5 job like Monday to Friday like
Yeah.
long term before?
Yeah, I've done. EP was that.
EP was that? That's
Yeah, EP was
right.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you worked from home sometimes too.
Near the last year and a half, I started to a little bit more. So I was actually doing a lot from home, but I'd go in like once or twice every week or so. But I was mainly chilled out at home, which was sweet. And I'm gonna miss that. But at the same time, I really enjoyed being in the studio.
Like me, like I work from home, but half the time.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't mind going in. I do not mind being in the office. I just don't like commuting.
Yeah.
I don't like that 2 hours a day I lose fucking on the train.
Yeah, me too. I don't like my 20 minutes of commuting.
But obviously before
It's like an hour there, hour back for me, dog.
But the EP was that because as soon as I graduated, Vic hired me first short-term basis and then full-time. The short term was still full-time. I was still there Monday to Friday.
But it was like a contract.
It was a contract first. We did because we just needed to figure stuff out. But obviously, thankfully, you liked me enough to keep me. But obviously, before that, dude, I've worked full-time gigs before. I mean, summertime,
Arby's, baby.
summertime Arby's.
Woo!
Taking my
imagine that fire, dog.
$8 an hour, baby. But the one that I did more full time was actually TGI Fridays. That was the one where I was actually doing like not
the one at Metro?
9 to 10 or 10 hours. Yeah.
Holy fuck!
You guys ever knew about this?
No.
I worked at TGI Fridays. That was after because
Fuck, that must have been a long time ago.
Yeah, dude. I'm talking. This was like right after Arby's. Like I was like 16. I actually at TGI.
It was like 10 plus years ago.
I was the youngest person there, and actually even the Arby's, I was the youngest. They only hired like women in their 30s for some reason in Arby's. It was really weird.
Fuck it up. They don't fuck up. You go to McDonald's, they got all these kids working there.
Dude, that McDonald's by my house now, your old house.
Yeah.
Fucking garbage.
Garbage.
Man. The one in Metrotown actually never messes up. Surprisingly.
I don't even go. Do you know I've not been in a McDonald's for so long.
It's garbage.
McDonald's like food is just it's like the plastic of food for me.
It's really not.
It's like
when
I'm hungry, it's the last thing I think about.
Dude, it's low tier when it comes to fast food. It's like it's so bad.
It's really bad now. Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's all about A&W. If you're in Canada.
A&W, Canada represent. Wendy's.
Everyone
knows my shit. Wendy's. I haven't had Wendy's in so long.
We just had Wendy's today.
I had Wendy's last week.
And this is the first time I've had Wendy's in a long time. Wendy's it's not that good, dude. It's not that good, Retel. A&W in Canada, not in the States.
Yeah,
A&W in the States
Canada.
is a whole different thing.
They don't have A&W in the States.
They do.
They do.
Slowly starting to trickle down.
No, it's always been that.
It's always been, but it's almost like a whole different company
yeah, it's
there.
Weird.
They don't
man.
do the whole.
They have hot dogs there.
Yeah, it's
What the
weird.
fuck?
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
a weird thing. But
But
A&W in terms of fast food here.
No, that Beyond Meat burger is actually not bad.
I haven't tried it yet.
That plant-based burger
Really?
because they use the same grease, so you still taste the.
I tried their new fish burger. That was aight.
No, try the. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like, it's
Dude,
not gonna be
I'm
like,
all about like organically,
Dude,
like
A&W is
grown
legit.
meat.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
It's
man.
all
Oh,
plant-based
give me that
protein.
test tube meat, man. I'd
Yeah.
eat that shit in a
No,
second.
it's plant-based protein, so it's all chickpeas and shit like that.
Oh,
so
okay,
I thought it was.
This is
I thought it
different.
tasty.
Yeah.
I feel like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the meat is one thing, but you're still getting the bun and the cheese and
Yeah,
the grease.
So good.
So it's like
But it's still so good though. A&W is like the best flavor.
it's
in my
like
opinion.
some people are like, oh, the meat is bad for you. It's everything else around it.
Dude, everything is bad.
What's
for
your
you.
favorite thing about Wendy's? Sorry, guys, we're having this fast food discussion.
Dude,
I just
I'm
want to know
hungry right now.
what stands out about Wendy's.
Dude, that fresh, never frozen beef, dog.
Oh God,
So good.
I mean,
it's a square freaking.
Their fucking dynamic, deep menu. You can get a baked potato. You could get
Their baked
chili.
potatoes are solid. Their
You could
chili,
get a
you know,
salad.
I'm a real
You could
chili
get a
lover.
fucking malt.
But their chili's kind of nasty after having it. After I had it, I mean, it took
Did
me
you
a
find
while
a thumb
to.
in their chili? Didn't someone find like a finger in their chili
Okay,
once?
I mean,
in
I'm
the
sure
Wendy's
they
chili?
found all
some
sorts of
bullshit.
things in
You know,
every fast
some-
food.
Okay, I cannot have the frosting with the malt. Oh
Why?
can't.
Oh, was it that one bad experience you had?
It was bad. It tasted like meat.
What did you
man.
have?
He told the story. He went to
Oh,
a
yeah.
Oh,
he
this
went to a
was meat.
Wendy's and he got like a frosted like malt,
Yeah.
right? And it tasted like meat.
Yeah.
Again, we were
Oh.
like theorizing. Must have been just somebody
It's-
on their last
it's-
day or something. Took some grease, put it in the machine.
Dude, it was bad. Like me, it's not just meat. Like me.
That's
my
fucking
brothers
gross.
can't have it anymore. My friends who swam with me because we all went at the same time cannot have a freaking Wendy's.
You know what else it could
Ruined.
be, dude?
Yeah.
Could be that someone's hands were just greasy as
That
fuck,
too, man.
and
It
they
was
were just
fucking
like
nasty.
Squeezing it
gross.
out,
Yeah,
and your hand
and
got
they
all
were-
in it.
They were like, because they're holding it from here,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
put the thing on. And
That's why I'm like, I cannot have it. But Wendy's is good. I agree.
Yeah,
Wendy's
it's
is good.
aside.
It's one of my. It's one
like
of my.
their spicy
top five.
chicken burger is like the best chicken burger. I
Their
would
grilled chicken burger, great for macros,
say.
man.
Yeah, but
36 grams of carbs. I mean, yeah.
It's too much for me, dog.
Yeah. Well, not enough for me. Man.
Jesus.
40 something grams of freaking protein. Which
We
is
can have a
insane,
whole
man.
I know.
Discussion
conversation.
of this
And only
fast food.
13 grams of fat. I'm telling
Man,
you,
I
it's
don't.
so
You know.
good.
You
for
know
you get-
all the
man.
Then you
nutritional
get, but like Five Guys still, I think they got the best burgers. But they're just few and far between.
Yeah, that's true.
There's only like what we
Fat
have
burger's
one.
not bad.
That burger's okay.
Yeah, we have one. Yeah.
There's
burger's
one
not
we
I
have
really like.
downtown.
I mean, I never had it here, but when I had it, people are gonna kill me for this. When I was in Cali, I've been to Cali quite a few times.
Is
I've
it
had
In-N-Out?
I've had In-N-Out, and I've had. This is not before. This was before Billy's Bachelor. I've had In-N-Out, and then I had Carl's Jr. And for whatever reason, I enjoyed Carl's Jr. more.
Do you know what? So all of this
Okay.
hype got built up around In-N-Out.
Don't kill me, guys.
Ben fucking loves In-N-Out. That guy will kill me if
Yeah.
if I say anything bad about In-N-Out.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But I went there. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it didn't fucking blow my socks off. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't get the
understand
hype.
either. People-
The fries were terrible.
The fries were disgusting.
They're
Yeah, I remember.
bad, dude.
Think about. Yeah, I don't know if
You
we
have to
just
get
got a
them extra
bad
crispy.
batch.
No, you have to get them extra crispy,
yeah.
according to Chris. But then you still taste like sandpaper.
But
you know
then
what- no,
again,
you know what it is with
their
the fries?
default fries should be acceptable.
yeah.
But
Like
they're
they were not even. They're fucking terrible.
They just get bad really fast. You know what it is? I think you have to eat them first.
Yeah.
I feel like when they start sitting for even like 5 minutes, like they're already.
No, my
gone.
French fries shouldn't come with an instruction manual, dog. They should just be good.
yeah.
I know,
After 5
I know,
minutes.
but after 5 minutes. Because I remember, I remember I had someone's fries, or no, because I'm a little kid. I've mentioned this before. I have to eat one thing at a time.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I eat my burger first,
Same
and I
here.
eat my fries.
Yeah.
And I started.
the same way.
I think I had a fry before my burger, just one, and it was really nice. And I had the burger, and then after that, obviously 5-6 minutes passed, and then like the I remember the fries tasting like paper.
Yeah, it was-
And I think I think Retel had the rest of my fries or something because he just broke keto that day, so he was
I was
like
like, "Fuck
this
it."
excited little kid with carbs.
I'm surprised you actually lost weight though.
Dude, it's so funny. So after the cruise, like I didn't poop
Yeah.
properly for like the entire duration of the trip. So I come home, like the day we get back, I took like 3 gigantic shits.
Same here.
Gigantic.
Same
and then I
here.
had lost like 3 pounds
It was great.
Yeah, I mean we talked about it. There was
from
some
before I
weird-
left.
There's some preservatives.
There's some
sh-
fucked up
there's some
shit.
Dude, it
weird
was
shit.
fun times though.
It was an amazing trip. It was an amazing trip. And I
I'm
was,
trying to plan another group trip though.
Yeah,
Yes.
all right.
Yes, we're
do
gonna.
it,
I'm gonna try to do it up.
We
gonna do
were
it
talking
up.
about this. It's the same one we were talking about, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna happen because I'm gonna plan it, and I don't fuck around.
You don't fuck around. I know you
fuck
don't
around,
fuck
man.
around. I know. I'm excited. The cruise was a lot of fun.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't.
I mean,
fuck around with
that's
shit.
all. Shout outs to all you guys out there listening, man. You guys cherish your friendships.
Yeah.
All of us are not like everyone's not going to be around forever. Just
know,
try
it's-
plan stuff.
Like Retel, he left me, man. I'm like, when I'm walking home, I'm like, man, what Retel's
I
doing?
know.
Oh, he's
Me
not
and
there.
Billy.
What-
Billy used to be my next door neighbor. He'd
I
come
know.
by in his fucking beater and just drop some shit off
Yeah, it's
or
nice.
something. Share food.
And then
Yeah.
we just chill for like what 5-20 minutes or something.
5-20 minutes at a time. That's all you need.
Yeah,
Get my daily dose of Billy.
yeah.
But we don't have that anymore.
Yeah, it sucks. It's kind of sad. It's hard to like set everything up now.
yeah.
But earlier you were talking about PAX.
Yeah. Yes,
Speaking
sir.
of which, we are like 3 weeks away, and we are going.
That's all right. We are
2 weeks
going.
away,
We still,
yeah.
I still need to
Less than 3,
finalize
like
some
2.5.
of our driving trips. One
Oh,
thing I want to
yeah.
talk to you about. Maybe I want to ask Vic first. Do you want to do an interview at PAX?
Like, would you want me to interview somebody,
Yeah.
or do you want to interview me to go on?
No,
EPA?
no. I'm saying you. Yeah, I would not want to.
You laugh at him.
I would. I would say you do. Would you want to interview someone?
I think you should, Retel.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yes.
Just let me know.
I told him to do
like
it.
who like is that all scheduled ahead of time, or do you do it on
I
the
mean, we
spot?
have a one that's scheduled, I think, with Devolver or something, but we're just literally gonna go. It's in the indie area because remember at PAX,
It's
the
all
only
about the
real
indies, dude.
developers that you can actually see there are the indie guys.
'Cause the rest are just PR people.
Yeah, the rest are just PR. Yeah, you can't just
Yeah.
go to a fucking like Bungie booth and be like, "Hey, I want to talk to the
Where's Ed Boon?
fucking
Yeah.
creator," you know?
Walk up to fucking the Mass Effect. Where's Casey Hudson?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll pass that through Vic because one thing that Vic really wants with EP and he really believes in, and he always says is like it's always bigger than him. He doesn't want it to just be the Vic show. He wants it to be other people. And he had Retel on during E3 and he quite liked you. So
Oh, really?
I passed that through. Yeah, that's the only reason why I would recommend Retel. Otherwise,
He was the
Watch
MC
me.
of my wedding.
Watch me fuck it up.
that's fine.
He didn't fuck up my wedding, so it was okay.
I didn't fuck up your wedding that bad.
We're waiting for the raw footage. Though.
Yeah,
Can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun.
So you sent me the link for all the pictures for your wedding too. So you got the professional photographs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Retel's seen it so far.
So
Retel-
I didn't really go through them.
Good.
Yeah.
Because we haven't. I haven't like.
You
had,
have a
like,
viewing party?
Yeah. I'm having a
Okay,
viewing
okay.
party.
We're gonna jump into some questions from the top tier community. Are you on the top tier Discord yet,
I'm
Bear?
not. I'm sorry.
I am.
You know, I same with EP.
This
I'm
fucking
getting an
guy,
invite to
dude.
the EP Discord, and I'm just not on Discord, man. I need to join it, but I go on Discord once every like 3 weeks to play Dragon Ball with a friend to just talk and play Dragon Ball.
that's the same with me. Like if I want to play
Yeah.
games, I saw me and
need
Lou
to.
and Chriselle playing today without my invite, so I'm like, wow, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I'm sorry, guys, all you listeners. I really apologize.
No one invites me to anything anymore, man. It's fucking bullshit.
What do you mean, Billy? You want to come over? You want to practice your Spencer combos in Marvel 3, dog?
No more fighting games, man. I can't play fighting games anymore.
Yeah, you could, dude.
I'm
Don't give
terrible
up.
at
No,
shit.
don't. What, dude? Everyone's terrible. Fighting games are the hardest fucking games. I talk about this all the time.
How about RTS?
I'd say they're harder. All right, because the barrier is just there's no.
Plus, RTS, you know,
They're hard. RTS games are very
Yeah,
hard.
it's
Don't get me
hard.
wrong.
Like,
There's a
StarCraft
lot of
is
shit.
hard.
I think the entry barrier for RTS is way easier than fighting games. I think that in terms of the skill ceiling, it's probably higher or just as high as fighting games.
Shots.
I'd say that. But the entry to barrier, I think fighting games are the hardest.
Okay.
Think about it. Fighting games, like, there's no team mode. You're going in that bitch alone. It's stressful. It's one-on-one. You got to do frame perfect shit. You know, it's just like, it's a lot of shit to take in. You know, you go to a tournament, you get bodied, and you get discouraged. You never show up again. Like, that's like so many people who pick
because
up
it's like
Street
it's a
Fighter.
game where it's like it's tons of like it's knowledge, you know, it's strategy, it's reactions, it's fucking execution.
Yeah, but
You know,
all of that
everything.
all of that stuff is attainable. The biggest thing is persistence.
Like-
You got to just be able to lose and fucking
Not
come
have
back stronger.
Retel
There's
factor.
no better feeling than getting your ass kicked at a game for like 2-3 months and then coming back, you know, 5-6 months later and beating all the people that, you know,
Lexi, yes.
that
No,
you, it's
that's
the best.
excitement.
It's the best feeling because it's not only a lesson for video games, it's a life lesson. That's how deep fighting games go. It's a lesson that, you know, you can overcome anything as long as you are willing to get your ass kicked. You know, it's kind of like exercising too, like working out, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you're
Oh,
working
yeah.
out, you fucking like,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally, man.
I mean, it's true. I'm obviously I'm not as built as this
I'm
motherfucker
not
here,
built.
but like, you know, there was a point in time where I could barely do fucking 10 push-ups, you know? But then you have to like kind of,
That was this morning.
you have to like, I guess
I
like
get it.
suck that up and like accept that and be like, you know what? In like 3 months, I'm sure I could do 20, you know? But
Do
anyway,
11.
When 20? Like in 3 months? Come on, Bear.
yeah, I can do less than that.
The Paper Flame
Yeah,
asks,
yeah, I know. but
when
I'm
was
just
the
saying-
last time you guys cried?
Oh wow, that is recent.
Oh, no.
This is a tough one for me.
No, this is very recent for me. I'm actually quite emotional.
You are.
Yeah, I know you are.
And
bitch.
actually, you know, when I got my job offer for EP, I mean, I kind of hide in the room and I close it, and I remember just tearing up and crying
Because of happiness.
of happiness.
This is my wedding?
I didn't cry in your wedding.
I didn't cry at
actually.
your wedding either.
Thank God you guys didn't cry. I didn't cry.
I
at my
kept
wedding.
it together.
I
but
was fine the
When
whole
you
way.
were like, you know, something would happen, like, you know, when Daffy would give her speech or her vows, I'm just like, oh, you know, it's a tender moment,
Me, I'm like,
very emotional. And then Billy would come in, I do.
yeah,
I break,
that
I
shit was
break that
funny.
shit fast,
The
man.
contrast.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time I cried was.
It's a while for me.
Most recent one was 2 weeks, I think, for me. 2 weeks ago.
When you got the job?
You know, when I got the job, but it wasn't me necessarily the right answer to the job. It was more of me.
Moving away from Vic.
No. I mean, I love Vic so much, and I mean, because I know I'm not leaving him. I'm still part of that.
You stubbed your toe.
No. It was me when I was telling my mom I got the job.
So just that's
Because
great.
I kind of like hid it from her. I told her I was pointing out, yeah, there's this one position I was many months ago that I was very interested in applying at, because the interview process was so long. Oh my god,
It's a proper freaking interview process.
it's
That's
a government. It's a government interview process, but I didn't mention
How many
anything to
rounds
her.
of interviews?
3.
yeah. It's around-
Yeah,
it's about right.
but I remember just sitting down with her. I remember coming home to the house, and this was like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I told her to her bed, I was like, Mom, I have something to tell you. And my mom's just such a great person. She's just, you know, she thought something happened. She thought I broke up with Whitney or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, her heart's kind of
Oh,
stopped. But
something
she's,
happened.
but
Whenever
she
someone
was,
drops that
I
line,
know,
it's like, oh, fuck, let me sit down.
So she was, you know, you can tell I could tell her face was a little uneasy, but I was like, Mom, remember that government position I told you about? And I got it. And then she started like tearing up and saying how proud she was. And that just caused me to kind of start weeping a little bit. And that's Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was that was just a few weeks ago.
I think the last
I'm a little bitch, guys. I'm
like
sorry.
I really don't cry that often.
Yeah.
I think the last time I really fucking like cried was when my cat died.
Oh,
Like that was a long time ago.
yeah.
That was like years ago.
How many years is that?
It's like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm having a very difficult time recalling another moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Like my grandmother passed away. That was the last
Yeah.
time I cried.
Yeah.
That was like 11 years ago now.
Wow, you
I
guys
don't
are
cry.
strong, man. I can't.
Thanks,
like
Doug.
I for me, I cry a lot, man. Like I.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like
No,
I get
nothing wrong with it.
sad,
Yeah.
but it just like it doesn't come out. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say a lot, but I'm just saying, like, obviously, my
You tear.
Like
yeah, my friend,
I'll emote, but I like just the waterworks
Yeah.
don't come.
like, my friend Luke passed away last, I want to say January. It happened, and that was really hard. Like, I cried a lot that day.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, for days. I mean, I want to say I was probably like every day I was finding myself just thinking about it and crying, and I would try and hide though because I don't want to see anyone to see me in that position.
that's
And obviously
good, though.
before that, the other real big one, yeah, you need to let it out.
You have to let it out, man.
Was in 2014 when my friend Albert passed away from cancer,
wow.
and actually Billy saw me cry that day.
Yeah.
Billy actually came over that day. I
Yeah.
think he came to check on me,
Yeah, man.
and I
was
was in my
chilling with
bed.
you.
I was, obviously being
Yeah, I was
a
there. I was
little
like, you
bitch.
No, you weren't.
But I
man.
remember it was my mom came in to the room. She just got off work, and she started crying. And then when she started crying, I was like, "Oh,
So-
mom, why you got to do this in front of
No,
in front
like,
of
here's the
Billy
thing,
and
I don't-
everyone?"
Like, it's
but
okay, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
oh
You
yeah,
have to.
yeah.
It's kind of sad. Like,
No, I'm not. I'm not ashamed of it. It's definitely it helps.
It means
with the healing
you
process.
had a relationship with the person.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
oh yeah, very
Like,
close.
If
It
you
wasn't.
weren't emotional like that, it's like,
You're a robot.
yeah, you're a robot.
Yeah, yeah,
I have emotions.
yeah.
I gotta specify it, but I have emotions. I like it's just like I don't cry
Yeah, yeah.
unless it's like
It is
really really.
It is
hard.
very rare. It's like once or twice a year if obviously something big happens. But
happy and good, right? I don't have
yeah.
sad tears. I never had happy tears for any reason.
Hmm.
I've never had happy tears.
really,
No.
Oh man,
I've never been that happy.
Damn.
Shit. Billy, if I won the lottery and I drove up to your house with a
$50.
yellow RX-7, would you cry?
Nah, man.
You wouldn't cry?
I
You
do-
cry because you got him the wrong color, dog.
That's a yellow. Okay, an RX-7 and an R32.
No, I won't cry.
You wouldn't cry?
Okay, I was close.
You
At my
bitch.
wedding, I teared up, but I wasn't like I was welling up. But then I'm like, no, I don't,
no.
like I'm very very happy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm very very.
But
happy.
you know what?
Oh,
At the
I'm
same time, though, I recommend you sometimes just let it out. Sometimes just let it out. I find myself sometimes in movie theaters, and I'm holding myself back. And sometimes I get so emotionally attached to a movie, and I'm so happy whenever that happens. That means I really enjoyed a
Yep.
film. Or like when Force Awakens, the Han Solo moments. Well, not just seeing. It wasn't like when he. I mean, it's been years now. He dies, right?
What?
Spoilers.
But I'm just saying, like when you just saw the characters show up,
Yeah.
that was such an emotional thing
Yeah.
for
Like,
me
yeah.
as a kid. But I was kind of holding back tears, and when the Star Wars scrolls started up in the beginning of the movie.
What when Thor comes in Avengers? Though?
No. I don't think any Marvel movies ever got me that. But Star Wars is a totally different reaction. But I sometimes hold myself back. And sometimes it's because of Whitney, and she's not gonna laugh at me or anything. It's just more of like a. Sometimes I remember I think it was like, okay, you're a dude, calm down, Bear. You kind
No,
of
you
get
know
so emotionally invested in
It's
this.
not.
But
It's not like you're a dude. If you're happy about it,
Yeah.
you let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
It's just like.
if you're in public though and shit, you know,
Well, fuck, who
people are
cares,
gonna be
man?
like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's
Yo,
crying
fuck
over
those
here.
bitches, man. They're just too macho for that. They think they're too macho for it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with crying. Well,
There's
like
nothing
if I
wrong
see
with
someone
crying.
crying in public, it's
I will say it
that's
happens.
why-
it's fine.
I get tears during movies, and I just
Yeah. No, it's
I
good.
hide
That's
them.
good. Like it's just
Guys, don't laugh at me, all right? I can see MK Toasty already calling me a bitch right now.
Nah, man.
All
Like,
right.
tears and shit. You know, it's
But-
good. Like it's good to let it out. Like
Yeah.
it means you are an emotional person. That's good.
Yeah.
Unlike a robot like me.
Patan Sito asks, for Behr and Retel, why did you start making YouTube videos? Why did you start?
Retel just wanted to get better than Bear, but didn't work.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Fucking Billy.
He's going.
Billy coming in with a deep shit.
the fuck out of here.
I'm joking. Retel's videos
go
are
ahead,
great,
Retel.
though. I love that shit.
Why did I start making YouTube videos? Do you know, I wanted to start a YouTube channel like fucking way back in like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like way before I even like became friends with Bear or even like you know, just like a long time because I've always been passionate about fucking video games and film. Like when I honestly one of the reasons I wanted to start a podcast is I was a big fan of this movie podcast. They did movie reviews, and I fucking I listened to them every fucking week on every new release, and I'm just like I fell in love with the medium, and that's why doing YouTube was kind of like the first step, and I always wanted to do a podcast, and then it kind of just evolved into this. And I just I love the culture around it. I love sharing my opinions and having conversations with people. Like I don't have Patencito also follows up with what are your end goals on YouTube? I don't really have an end goal on YouTube. I just want to keep, conversation going with a cool community. And I love doing this podcast because it gets us together. It's one of the few fucking things that does,
It's so hard to get people together.
It is, man. And honestly, when I went for breakfast, I went to Ben's place for breakfast 2 days ago.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, he made me pancakes and shit.
What the hell?
Almond pancakes. It was great.
Oh no, I wasn't
And yeah, we're just talking about the podcast, and it's it's one of the things that keeps us together and talking and catching up and all the time, all that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Same with Lou. He feels the same way. How about you, Bear?
I started a YouTube channel 2006 or whatnot. And I started posting videos, I think, at around 2006, 2007.
Those are deleted now, though.
I know, they're gone.
Were they Call of Duty videos?
I was not. No. Dude, this is way before. If I got into Call of Duty that early,
you'd be huge.
I'd be fucking huge, but then all those people would have left by now. 'Cause all those Call of Duty channels that were big back then are dead. I was posting something called Gomo Productions.
Yep, I remember Gomo Productions.
And to be honest, we lost the account for that. I wanted to get into. I can't even access it.
Wait, this sounds familiar.
Anyways, it was me and my friend
Diarrhea
Jono. Dude, Diarrhea Ninja, Afghan's
Oh
Labyrinth.
my god, I remember this shit.
So we used to just post we used to just legit have fun, and we used to just dream up. Obviously, I was so young. I was 14, 15.
You were 13, 14.
Yeah, 13,
You guys were
14
so
or so.
young.
Yeah, and we had a notepad, and I actually still have. I found that notepad recently.
Nice.
Just saw some of our stupid video ideas, and we would just shoot in the day, and then edit it together. And
It was the best editing in the world.
No,
man.
it was terrible.
That's
It was
why
terrible.
he found out he was the best.
But to be honest, I
do this
would
for a
never
living.
trade those experiences for the world because I learned so much. That's where I really started getting better with editing, learning more from tutorials, just stupid shit we would post. And I have those videos somewhere. Maybe we'll make them a Patreon exclusive.
Some of the first videos I ever made, the very first videos I ever made, predate YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Was that a Pokemon one?
no, and it was me, Lou, and Lou's cousin Jack Chup lighting shit on fire, and it was the
remember that.
stupidest.
Wasn't Yash part of that too?
No.
Oh, okay.
And it was the stupidest, most dangerous shit. I swear, we almost burnt down
It
Jack's
wasn't
house.
stupid. It's brilliant. Watching it now, still fucking good.
It's
So
pretty
good.
fucking
It's so
brutal.
good.
All those videos are private. Thank God. But oh man, I need to go back and watch some of those. They're fucking brutal, dude.
Brutal?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're fucking amazing. I love those videos.
Or I made some really shitty, terrible horror movies called The Banging.
Oh, those were great.
And you fucking remember that?
But that was more around 2008, 9.
That
That
Nine,
was, yeah, I think
Later
that was
even,
2008.
nine.
Yeah, that was even later.
That was
So
later
so
than
Lighting
that.
Shit on Fire predated all that.
We were still doing Gomo Productions.
Hey, why
in,
don't you just do another
2008.
one?
Oh fuck, dude.
Fuck, why not, man? Do you guys want to see Retel direct another short?
Yeah.
horror
Oh,
movie?
dude, I would love to. I would
Right
need
right
I would
now.
need
Why not?
a location. I'd want to rent a house or something
We
for
can
it.
do it. We have the money now.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, you can keep it small, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
You can
I
post
would
some
like to
shit.
at least have a house though to shoot.
Okay. Found some
We can do it.
Just
rich Asian guy.
Let's
who
go
owns a house.
Airbnb it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Just don't
you
tell
I mean, we
anything.
can all be producers at this point. We just fuck around with it.
could put money into it. But yeah, I mean, YouTube was just a really fun platform to. It was never to, obviously have a living or anything like that. It was just so
who
much
would have
fun.
thought that
I know. I would have never
back in
thought.
2006 when YouTube launched, this will be their jobs one day, just making videos.
When I signed my first contract with Machinima in
Oh, yeah, I remember
2010, I never even thought that our channel, back then, having a gaming channel that was monetized was not a thing.
yeah,
You could never monetize a gaming channel. So it was only under their network. It was only I want to say late 2011.
it's like what
or something
everyone
like that.
wanted. right?
Yeah, and eventually they started to really give the top dogs their own because those top dogs were growing so fast, giving them their own partnerships,
Yeah.
and then eventually spread to everyone. But that was a really cool experience. It was so much fun, and it was kind of one of those things. It was kind of like, is this what I really wanted to do after high school? So I just kind of had fun with it while I was doing production assisting on the side.
Yeah, you were fucking good, man.
And then it fucking worked out. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm super small time, but
You made a lot of people online, though.
yeah, dude, for fuck the experiences, the people I met, the things I got to do through it, right? Is I mean, it's just good practice too. Like, sure, you're learning about camera stuff. You're also learning how to speak. You're learning how to project your voice. I would have never got into commentary if I was not doing the YouTube stuff before.
Yeah, you were really quiet and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get comfortable with people. Then I would have been a lot more outgoing and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was not like, I didn't like getting in front of the camera. Even when we were doing the Gomo Productions thing, like Jono was more of the star. I was more of the camera guy and like editor and behind the scenes. And I preferred that. So it was super cool. And if you guys are at a state of like, should I do it? 100% do it. You guys will be surprised with some of the ideas you guys have. You guys can grow. Like in YouTube right now, if you have a good idea, you can grow to like 100,000 subscribers in like 2-3 months. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, you could.
Teach me how.
Well, Retel, he said good ideas.
You know what? I mean, dude, it's a weird thing, Retel. It's a weird thing with algorithms too. Because some of your other content was not being viewed much. Like for example, like my channel. Like I'll give you as a perfect example. Like, my channel was getting a lot of, the Dragon Ball stuff was getting a lot of views.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Obviously, and obviously it was the hot thing to talk about. Still, a lot of people watch Dragon Ball stuff, but in a way, I was hurting the algorithm on my channel. And I don't give a fuck because I didn't want to be a 100% Dragon Ball channel. By doing Monday Night Fights and doing some of the other vlog stuff on the side, like the Ask Behr and stuff, because people obviously, that doesn't get the clicks, that doesn't go into the algorithm, it doesn't show up on the recommended feed as much. You want to kind of, if you really are trying to hustle on YouTube, you want to be a family of something. So you'll find a lot of YouTubers, they're within the family of the Dragon Ball Fighters videos, or you'll find the people that are in the family of UFC videos. So when they watch one UFC video, all of a sudden on their homepage, you're going to see likely your stuff if it's getting okay views. I mean, even low views. That's the way that the algorithm works now.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of people who do like 100% Dragon Ball videos are doing very well. But at the same time, I don't know if you want to get defined by one game. And I kind of already am that a little bit, but I like to do a little bit stuff on the side and just have fun with it. I got to remind myself that it's not work.
Fights was fun though.
It was fun. Dude, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
We gotta do our stream, dog.
I don't give a fuck about my channel algorithm. I was happy that, we do need to do that stream.
We do it here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right with this new setup.
It's wait until it's like October though. Because
It's fucking hot in here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now. Swass.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is gonna be it for episode 105 of the Top Tier Podcast. So again, we're doing a slightly different format. So one week we do a podcast, the following week we do a gaming session, and this week the three of us are playing Overcooked 2. So look forward to that on the Top Tier Podcast YouTube
it's
channel.
10. Okay.
Yeah, we got time, dog. Let's relax.
Man, I'm gonna sleep.
Anyways, thanks again. If you guys want to send in questions, join our community Discord. It's in the description of the audio and the video.
Woo!
Thanks, Behr. Thanks, Billy. Thanks to you guys for watching. Peace out.
If you want Retel to make a movie.